Good morning. We want to talk about Trey Songz with his psycho ass. Um Trey Songz is psycho. Y'all can look at his face and tell he's psycho. I'm from Virginia and I live maybe 15 minutes from Petersburg, Virginia, which is where Trey Songz has grown up. The city itself is um, overran with drugs and crack cocaine. Um, the city is ran down. It's a Democrat-run city. It's predominantly run by black folks because the way that Petersburg, Virginia is set up, black folks have always ran it. Um, it is drug infested. Um, Petersburg men kill each other every day. A child is injured. Children are injured over there. The police have to the chief of police had to go to the FBI in last June or July of last year, 2019. The police chief had to go to the FBI and ask for help because Petersburg men were being so violent towards each other that they were killing each other. And the mayor didn't know what else to do. Didn't know how to handle it. And the mayor is a black man. Didn't know what else to do. They still have a high crime rate. The men are very violent towards the women. They're psycho. And women here in Virginia, if you know about that part of town, you know better not to mess with no man from there because they are psycho. Trey Songz, I will say this. You can take the dude out of the hood, but you ain't going to take the hood out the dude. Trey Songz is not going to remove that. Anyway, Trey Songz is being accused of peeing on a woman. He's accused of doing what R. Kelly did. Peeing on a woman, locking her, making her stay in a room with him until he decides to let her out. And if she doesn't cooperate, he was going to throw her stuff off the balcony. Then he peed on Eliza without her permission. He peed on her eyelashes. After she did something sexually with him. And Trey Songz came out. He's being he said that there's a female trying to get him to pay for her therapy because he physically abused her. And he's claiming that that's not true, which is probably a fucking lie. Because I know men that come from Petersburg, Virginia are fucking psycho. These dudes are freaking psychos. I remember during Christmas of, I want to say 1999, there was this lady in Petersburg, Virginia. She had a newborn. A newborn was in the house. Her mother was in the house. And the man was from the Caribbean. And he moved to Petersburg, Virginia. And the lady did not want him anymore because he was psycho. Pretty much. And what he did after that, once he found out that she was going to leave him, he burnt down the house with her and her newborn in the house on Christmas Eve. Burnt it down. And stuff like this happens in Petersburg all the time. The women are abused by the men, whether they are home born in Petersburg, Virginia, or they're from the Caribbean islands and they move to Petersburg, Virginia. Stuff like this happens there. And the police cannot stop the violence here because they don't know what to do. It's the youth that is killing each other and doing the most heinous things. And they learn this stuff because the family structure in Petersburg are all have been ravished by drugs, crack cocaine. So this man probably needs counseling, but ain't got it because there was an article came out a couple of years ago between him and Keke Palmer. He locked Keke Palmer Keke Palmer locked herself into a closet because she was afraid, because she wanted to leave, but Trey Songz was not allowing her to leave. And remember, she videotaped it, and Trey Songz tried to come out and say that that wasn't the truth. Well, your behavior has a pattern, and it'll catch up with you. If you psycho, it'll catch up with you. It'll catch up with you because you'll be doing stuff like this. Pissing on females. This is arrogance. And if you give a man that comes from an environment like this some money, they become a tyrant. And Trey Songz, I remember I had some footage of him tearing down a stage because he couldn't perform. He acts like a little brat. And most of the men that I've seen from Petersburg, Virginia, act like that. So stay away from these type of men. They are crazy. Trey Songz, I will say, is a good artist. He's still my favorite artist, but he just has issues, childhood issues from a violent environment. So I guess he's a product of his environment, because that's what you see in Petersburg, Virginia, because it's overrun by poverty and drugs. So Eliza said that she don't care about what he's saying, because she knows the truth about him, that he tried to he sexually assaulted her after they had a sexual encounter. So once she had sex with him or did something nasty with him, he pulled a R. Kelly at that point. And y'all remember when Trey Songz came out in the early 2000s and him and R. Kelly got into it, and he was dissing R. Kelly, and then next thing you know, Trey Songz singing like R. Kelly. Like, he is the R. Kelly 2.0. He is the R. Kelly 2.0. And he is psycho. So, tell me what you think about this Trey Songz thing and the allegations. Women in Virginia know better not to date these dudes from Petersburg, Virginia. If somebody does marry one of these men and nothing happens, they are blessed, because these men are psycho. Take it from me. Take it from the women from Virginia. We know. Psycho. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. So long, be. Have a great day.